Yo, what's going on, guys? I didn't think I'd be making a video, and I know I haven't uploaded in a while, but I've been kind of busy, and today I've just really feel like I just had to make a video on the situation at hand and what's pretty much happened over the past few hours. I was just really shocked to see the news. So basically, if you guys haven't heard, the very popular, I would say in my book, one of the biggest celebrities and a pop culture icon, Akira Toriyama, the creator of Dragon Ball, has just recently passed away at age 68. And it was just really shocking. Apparently, he had a acute subdural hematoma, which is a condition where the blood collects between the skull and the surface of the brain, pretty much essentially being a life-threatening condition. I just kind of remember waking up and just seeing this news all of a sudden, and I was just shocked. It's just unbelievable, out of nowhere. And this was, I would say, yesterday, pretty late at night, and I just couldn't believe what I was seeing. So obviously afterwards I searched it up, and yeah, I was just kind of shocked. I didn't really even know what to say, what to think. It's just such a big part of my childhood just all of a sudden disappear like that, while in the middle of so many other projects I'm pretty sure that he's been working on, just gone, vanished like that before he can, even see them flourish. Going back to kind of how I started with this show, I remember back when I was a kid at the time, I didn't really know English that well, obviously, and I didn't understand it as much because I didn't grow up here in America, and it was more of what the show is trying to express through their actions and animations, to which people can relate to, or scenarios and scenes that are more understandable, just a way to kind of basically break the language barrier. Even if you don't understand what is being said on screen, at least you can just see what's going on and get the context. And Dragon Ball, a lot of the time, when this show was airing, I remember they used to just kind of show on the screen when characters were talking or saying stuff. And I guess I was just some type of modern day TikTok brain tumor type of kid or something. I don't know. And back then I needed some crazy shit going on screen for me to be invested. And I mean, it's kind of crazy to say because this is Dragon Ball. There's always fight scenes. There's always crazy sequences if you watch the show. And I would have probably loved it if only I had understood what they were trying to say. And so fast forwarding now, when I'm in 5th grade, that is when I would say I really got invested in the show. And one of my friends at the time was also a huge fan of the show. And in class, we would talk about the characters. I remember when the teacher was trying to teach us about this instrument being a bunch of other flutes as well. Piccolo was one of them. And me and my friend just kind of looked at each other and just started smiling and laughing a little bit. And the teacher just kind of looked at us both like we were idiots or something, laughing about a damn flute. And I mean, I guess she was kind of right. I was kind of a bit of an idiot back then and dumb. But yeah, that's just, I don't know, just something I remembered as of making this video, just a memory. And ever since this show, I've gotten a lot more into shows like this, mainly Naruto, being one of the super big fans of it for years by Kishimoto, and eventually One Piece being one of my absolute favorites still to this day. And a lot of these shows, the authors of these shows took so much inspiration from Dragon Ball. In a way, Dragon Ball kind of, I guess, made these shows exist in the first place, if you think about it. Especially, I would say, Naruto, being that his character itself is taking a lot of notes from Goku and his personality, which you can see throughout the show. All of this back before I even knew what the hell an anime was. As a matter of fact, you can probably go down to the street right now and show a picture of Goku to a random person, and they'll immediately know their name and say that he's from Dragon Ball Z. Hell, you can probably even show a picture of Goku to an infant, and they'll pronounce their name perfectly. And they probably aren't even fans of the show. They just know, and that is how much of an impact that this show has had on the world. So obviously, everybody has their own opinions on the show. And personally, I think Dragon Ball Super specifically is pretty weak story-wise. But what you won't find weak is definitely 100% the community as a whole, especially the fans in Latin America and Mexico that probably are the biggest fans of Dragon Ball, having entire watch parties just to watch Goku versus Jiren. I remember when that was a big fight for just a few episodes. They've gathered it around, probably bigger than 3 IMAX theaters just to watch one fight. And that is the type of energy I feel Dragon Ball brings in the best, just kind of unifying and bringing together all of its fans and just, communities to talk about the show that they enjoy. But for me, to this day, my absolute favorite movies of all time is Dragon Ball Super Broly, being absolutely action-packed. And at the time, it took the world by storm. And just the animation, man, it was probably the best thing I have ever laid my damn eyes upon. And still to this day, I consider it one of the best anime movies of all time. As of right now, I'm not really sure what the future of the show will bring, being a lot of the projects are still unfinished, and it's just kind of sad to see Toriyama pass away before he can really see them completed. And I've seen some say that Toyotaro might take over for Akira Toriyama, but he has really left some big shoes to fill, so I guess only time can tell. So, Akira Toriyama, with this video, I just want to say, you have created so many childhoods and inspired so many through your works, and you will live on as a legend and an icon, and you will never be forgotten as your work continues to inspire many more to come. So, I just want to say thank you.
Vegeta, thanks.
For what? I should be thanking you, Kakarot.
Nah, what do you mean? I loved every minute. Goodbye, my friend.